Hello everyone, this is Nevin, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a pricing formula for roof cleaning. Now there's multiple different ways of doing this, and I'm going to touch on a few different ways, but I want to show you a pretty standard basic way that I've been using to set it up. So of course this is using AutoBidder. You're going to be inside the dashboard. Let's go ahead and walk through it. So this is basically a brief overview of what we're going to be creating. We're going to take our base square footage. We're going to multiply that by our material type. And our material type is where we're going to basically set our price per square foot. Then we're also going to adjust for the slope of the roof. And you can also add in custom factors if you wish. If there are other things that you would like to add, such as does the house have a walkout basement? Um, you know, does it have any gables? I'm not going to add that stuff. And I think that overcomplicates it. But there's sort of this game you have to play between, you know, getting as much useful information as possible, but also making sure that AutoBidder or the price calculation stays as simple as possible for your customers. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in and build it from scratch. So this is very, very, very simple. We're going to start by just going to the pricing tab, and we're going to create a new service. Click add service. This is going to be roof washing. I'm going to choose an icon, and we will get started. Okay, now when I click into this, you can import a roof cleaning template from the template there, but I'm actually just going to build it from scratch. And starting off, I said we're going to start with the base square footage. And so for that, you can just have, and I'll do it this way just for starters. I'll say square foot of house. We're going to assign this to roof cleaning, of course, roof washing. This will be a required question, and then we'll go to the next one. Now the next one, this is where we're going to choose the material type. Okay, so I'm going to give for material type shingle, metal, and tile. So we'll say roof type. You could also, another question you could ask, and maybe I will do this just to demo purposes, you can ask if the house has gutters, because that could obviously impact how you clean the roof, how much time it takes, and so on. So we'll say shingle, metal, and tile. And this is where I generally will set the price per square foot. So we already collected the square foot with question number one. Now for shingles, let's just say you want to start at 42 cents per square foot. Metal, let's say you want to start at 46 cents per square foot. And tile, maybe you'll go 0.465, slightly more expensive than metal. Okay, now getting into the next one, we've got the slope of the roof. Now for this, if you want to make things a bit easier, you can add images. So in fact, let's do that. And just for demo purposes, I'm going to grab a few random images of roofs. But let's see here, roof slope. Again, we want to assign this to roof washing, required. We'll say single choice only. And for this, we will say walkable. We'll say flat / walkable. We'll say medium. And then we'll say very steep. Okay, and then in order to add the images, you just click here to upload. You can also open another tab. And let's just go flat roof shingle. I could probably skip this part, but I'll put in the timestamps so that you can skip over this. And generally, I would recommend that you use your own images, obviously. But for demo purposes, I just want you to see how this would look. Okay. Medium slope shingle roof. Yeah, I think this would constitute, well, this might actually constitute very steep. Honestly, this might as well, but it's your, if it's your service, then you can kind of be the judge as to what you consider very steep. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab this. Okay, and now that we got those images, we come back to the AutoBidder and we're going to upload. So just click to upload, and we are going to grab the images. There's flat. Go ahead and add medium. And here we've got steep. Now for flat, because that's the easiest, remember we're multiplying this. So we've got, let's just, as an example, say we've got 1,000 square foot house. So far with our calculation, we've got 1,000. Multiply that by, let's say 0.45. So far we're at 450. And then we're going to multiply it by the slope of the roof. Now if it's, let's say if it's flat, we're going to multiply it by 1 because that's the easiest. If it's medium, let's say we multiply it by 1.2, which is basically going to add 20% to the price. So 450 times 1.2. I'm not that good at math inside my head, that type. So whatever that happens to be, take 450, add 20% to it. Now, for flat walkable, let's keep it 1. For medium, let's stick with the 0.2. And for very steep, let's make it 0.42. So that's going to add 42% to the price. Okay. Now we can go ahead and test that. Yeah, let's go test it. And then I'll add a custom. Of course, we have to turn it on first. So let's go back here and turn it on. And now here we go, roof washing. Okay. So let's just say we've got 1,000 square foot house, and I'll do this just to keep it simple. Select shingle. Now, if it's flat / walkable, this price should be 450 based on the calculation that we set up. 420. Okay, no, I put it at 0.42. Let me just make sure. Make sure my math is correct. Okay, yeah, I set shingle to 0.42. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so that was flat walkable. Now let me select, last time I selected flat / walkable. So this time I'm going to select medium, and I'll show you the price difference. Okay, so I put 1,000 square foot, roof type, shingle, and then medium steepness. Okay, 504. Now, what if we want to add another question? I know a common one for gutter cleaning is gutters. So we'll say, this will just be a basic drop down. And then we'll say, does your house have gutters? And we'll assign this again to roof cleaning required. And this will just be a simple yes or no. And we'll just say if it does have gutters, we'll keep it 1 because it's easier to do. If it doesn't have gutters, let's add 10% to the price. Okay. Now, generally before I test it again, I'll refresh, but we'll go through and see if this works. So we'll say 1,000, roof type, shingle, flat / walkable. Now, if you remember, previously the price was $420. Now let's say that we don't have gutters. So this should add $42 to the price. Okay, yep, so 420 plus 42 is 462. So there we go. That's all there is to it, guys. If you want to add any other questions, I think you kind of got the gist of how to do that. If you want to change the pricing, also same thing, kind of have the gist on how to do that. If you need more help, message us on Facebook or send us an email, whatever is easier for you. You can also go on our website, schedule a call, and we can do a video call with you. So I appreciate you guys taking the time if you've watched this far. If you have any other questions, like I said, reach out and I will do my best to help you. I want you to succeed with AutoBidder, and if you're an AutoBidder customer, I want to thank you very much for that. So thanks, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.